Yeah, man. So like I said, that's been it's been really dope. Shout outs to y'all. I want to shout out every single person on this team and that supports this team. So again, Kadeja, Law, Lou, Rube, Dez, Calvin. Shout outs to Candace. Shout outs to those who've also been along the journey a long way. Don't gotta go through that entire list, but you know what I mean. Grateful to be here. But with that said, it's award season.
Yes,
It
sir.
is.
Okay, look, you've been talking about this for a minute. You want to set this up? Where we're going with this?
The Grammys has come again. It is award season. And I don't know. I love music, so I always get excited when our faves, and especially our black faves, can be honored and awarded and, out in the front, add the accolades to the list of things. So I pulled out a few categories, just to chat about. Where do we want to start? Did you want to talk about the qualifications, or did you want to?
Well, before, I just want to get y'all take. What y'all think about the Grammys in terms of
general?
Yeah, in general.
I definitely want to set the stage of none of this actually, says who you should listen to, or what art really means, or like the gravity of something that it can mean to you.
Right.
But I do think that it's important that we have some type of measurement of greatness.
Yeah.
Because I feel like a lot of people want to say I'm the greatest rapper alive, but are you, judged by your peers? How many people can vet that? But that's just my opinion of the Grammys.
Do you think, not to make it a racial component, but do you think that the, value of categories that are synonymous to like rap and hip hop has deteriorated over the years because of who's judging them? Because I feel like think back in like the 80s or like, Michael Jackson, pop, R&B, when they took Grammys home, it set the standard. Like it was no type of this is wrong or it should have went another way. Like you won a Grammy, you were stamped. And I feel like that's not the case nowadays, because I feel like maybe the people judging aren't really qualified to be in the culture. Not qualified to be in the culture, but aren't really in the culture to judge it. I think a big thing was, 2014 when Macklemore won?
I think that was the start of the that was the catalyst for wait a minute.
What are we really doing here?
Yeah, especially as somebody like who as a community collectively hip hop was like, this Kendrick album is just different. Like Good Kid, Mad City is a very amazing album. Yeah. And so to have lost it that year and to who he lost it to,
that's the thing.
That was the catalyst for, oh wait, they are not like us almost in a sense, right? Yeah. And I think the Grammys have been trying to do damage control ever since. And every time an album comes out, like we still reference it like it just happened because that was the one that showed us, y'all really don't know what y'all doing with this, but we've held you in such a high esteem. So go ahead, but that's not what I would.
Yeah, I feel like when I say this, I'm gonna take us on a whole nother tangent. So why don't we get hype about BET Awards?
I could speak to that. So maybe I shouldn't.
My thing is, I think the culture has just shifted from. I personally just think it's an aspect of like watching cable TV. I think that's just not the same standard of what we had like when we were younger. And that's what I chalk it up to. Like
I think it's two things. One, I think it's because BET, like again, it's our own, and it sucks to see it this way, but it's our own, and we know the standard and we know what it looks like. I think we get excited about the Grammys because this is universe across the like, and we know how impactful hip hop is. Like it covers all these genres. Like it reaches places that half these songs you haven't heard of, and so for us, it just feels like for something to be such a high tier of industry standard, like I mean, what is it? The EGOT, the collective of awards that it's like the standard of success and what that looks like. What we have is not really being measured in the proper lens, you know, or in a realistic way, and especially when you get to a category like rap, like we can understand you doing, and we can even talk about the whole shabuzi and country music, but like, just the idea of, hip hop itself, you guys get this wrong. So maybe let's start with hip hop and we can
let's start with hip hop. For the first category that we're gonna discuss 3 categories, but for the first one, we're gonna chat about best rap performance. And our nominees are, we have Enough by Cardi B, we have When the Sun Shines Again with Common, Pete Rock, we have Nissan Altima by my girl, Doechii. We have Is It Houdini by Eminem. We have Like That by Future, Metro Boomin, and Kendrick Lamar. We have Yeah Glow by Glorilla. And last but not least, we have Not Like Us by the one and only Kendrick Lamar. So who is going to take away best. First of all, do we think that this is a fair list for the year?
This
do we
is
cover?
a dumb question.
Yeah.
Is Rap Performance the music video?
Let's go. No.
Let me double check what it is for the nomination of it. Presented to recording artists, rap performances. Give me 5 seconds to read.
Take your time.
Yeah, go ahead. I just want a little bit of clarity. I guess I should look
Facts.
it up.
I'm already like Kendrick Lamar is noted twice on this list, which I absolutely think is fair point because Kendrick ran rap music
for sure
this year.
I have yet to come across the clarity of it as an award.
What does it say?
It's I'm sorry. Grammy Award for Best Rap Performance is an honor presented to recording artists for quality rap performances. To your point, I guess I think when I think of it, I think of stage performance when I think of that award.
Or I think about it as the way in which it was recorded.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to get some clarity on this at some point.
I'm just curious on how they judge it. When I see that, I'm like, I'm thinking of how you're rapping the song.
That's what I'm thinking.
And the first thing I think of is a visual. That
I don't think it's visuals though.
Oh, okay.
I think it's like the production.
Okay.
I know one of them is like rap song is like production, songwriting.
Right.
And then one is like, I don't know. I think one is like songwriting though.
So when that comes up, what do you think? What do you first think?
I think it's the energy in which you are performing the song.
Okay,
That's what I think.
Okay.
And then when I hear rap song, best rap or record of the year, I'm like, how did it move the people?
Got you. And
that's just me.
You think it's when when they're on stage, you said?
No, I think it's like the delivery of a song, and I think of it as a physical performance, but I think it might mean the performance of the recording of it, like the actual execution of the recording.
That changes my thinking drastically.
Oh, how?
Where did you have it at?
Because you were looking at the visuals of it. Do all of these have music videos?
But I would say Like That doesn't have a music video.
It doesn't?
It does?
Maybe
we
not.
obviously don't know
off,
what the fuck going on.
Hold on, let me see.
Did I shake the table?
Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Niggas gonna be like, why y'all talking about this? Like that. Future. Is that a music video?
Well, it says the Grammy Award for Best Rap Performance is an honor presented to recording artists for quality rap performance. Again, I think that's the bigger conversation of the Grammys. Like, it's so nuanced and like, what are you really judging this by?
You're too broad.
Yeah,
exactly. And trying to niche down at execution. Right. So that is a good. I'm actually glad you brought that up because it does show the conflict in that. Because Like That does not have a music video.
Let's see who won before. We have Otis. We have Niggas in Paris. Kendrick Lamar won for All Right.
Yeah, I think
Kendrick Lamar won for Humble.
But I think it is just the delivery of the performance of the song. Like you recording the record and your performance in that as a rapper. Like the rap skill of that.
And Killer Mike won last year.
Yeah, if Killer Mike won, that definitely is the performing of the rap itself. So let you cook, or you got some thoughts now?
Can you say the categories again? I mean the
nominees. Yeah. So best rap performance to circle back, y'all. We have Enough with Cardi B. We have When the Sun Shines Again, Common and Pete Rock. We have Nissan Altima with Doechii. We have Houdini with Eminem. Like That, Future, Metro Boomin, and Kendrick Lamar. Yeah, Glow by Glorilla, and finally Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar.
Dang, I kind of actually got a conflict in choice now. My answer might change.
It just changed what I thought, and I had Not Like Us, but I don't have it anymore.
You don't have it no more.
What you got? 'Cause I think I might have switched from that too.
By what the energy alone?
Is probably not gonna win.
That's fine.
But I got Glorilla.
Hey,
I got Glow.
I would love to see Glow win this, but is she? I don't know. She's up against some crazy people. What do you think?
I mean, I had Not Like Us, but I gotta remove the impact of the record and just think about the performance.
Yeah,
itself.
that's what.
And I think the Like That performance, even Kendrick's part, is like, that's a moment, like that's a skill delivery. Like even when he you think to like how he come on, like they talking out, like his delivery and all of that and Like That. That performance is crazy. I can go bar.
I would give it to Like That too. In my prediction, who it would be nice to give it to is Glorilla.
Yeah. Didn't she win something last year? No, she didn't.
I don't think so.
But
I don't think so. But I think I had not like that after Glow, but I guess I'm being biased just simply because that was a solo record as well, and I just thought she handled her own rapping that.
She's had a hell of a year,
Yeah.
so it would be nice to see Glow. Moving on. Let's move right into Best Rap Album, whose nominees are, we briefly touched on this on another pod. Might Delete Later with J. Cole, The Auditorium Volume 1 with Common and Pete Rock. We have Alligator Bites Never Heal by Doechii, The Death of Some Shady by Eminem, and We Don't Trust You featuring Metro Boomin.
And I think that was the one we missed off last time.
That was the one I fucked up on, y'all.
I mean, I wasn't going to push you under the bus like that.
Because I was like, it ain't nobody else.
Because we definitely voted Doechii to win this in the past. But with that in mind, I love Doechii. I'm such a fan. If I'm giving if I'm taking the FanDuel on Grammy, award here.
Was it the best rap album though? The Future Metro Boomin?
I mean, rap. There's a lot of good rapping throughout it.
Okay, I don't know.
I know there's been some other records too that's come from that. So I would say rap album, yes. I can understand to the J-Law point of like with Glorilla, like Doechii held this down as a new act when it's like you want to champion it, sure, but just in terms of execution, impact, delivery, those things, it has another nod to it. But
I think, again, if I'm looking at it, I think We Don't Trust You Future Metro Boomin is going to win it. However, I wouldn't be surprised if they went with Common just for like a legendary act. What? I wouldn't be surprised.
Honestly, they're going to have to start giving out the Common Awards. Because, it just be like, come on, man.
We're going to give it a Common.
Like, you know what I mean? Cause
they be moved by it.
What about Common's rap is, respectfully,
right?
Will he be rapping?
I'm not going to the Common album at all. Yet alone for playback value, for everything. And I respect his career and all that. I mean, like, sometimes we gotta realize people just got opinions on shit.
What if
it got
Eminem
nothing
wins?
to do with it. If Eminem, it's a Macklemore issue.
Yeah.
It's a
That'll be
Macklemore
a
issue.
Macklemore.
They're not doing that again.
And honestly, I'll
no
be honest,
recovery.
no one white can win again. And that's no. I'm sorry. Even if they deserve it, they owe us one.
No one white can ever win rap.
They owe us one.
I stand by it.
Like, what are we talking about? Like, I mean, but no, in terms
From your perspective, I totally agree with you. I do. It just sounds crazy.
Right. No one white can ever win this category.
But you know what? And this will pivot to my other thought because it's almost like an excitement. Like, do you care more about if this gets right or if Shabuzi wins a country? Like, which one do you want to see more? Like, them get this right. Like, if Eminem wins rap and Shabuzi win country, we cool?
Everybody's mad.
Are we cool?
That's a good question. That's a good one right there.
I'm cool with it. Like, get Shabuzi to win. In my mind.
I think Beyonce gonna win that, but
is she?
Yeah, she's nominated for Best Country Album.
Yeah, but he has Best Song. Best country song.
Best Record of the Year.
Yeah, he needs to win Best Country Song of the Year. Like
just because of the stats, or do we like the song? Is
I like
the
Tipsy
song a good song?
You don't like it? Okay. I mean, he got 5 nominations. I mean, yeah, but country's not in my rotation either. That's the one country record I can get with. I can get jiggy with this shit.
Okay.
But again,
hey, everybody has their own perspective, their own ear. The last one I wanted to pull to our attention, friends, and we can look up some more if you want to talk about it. But for the sake of time, Best R&B Album, we have 11:11 Deluxe with Chris Brown. What is this? Layla Hathaway, I want to say is Vanta Black. You can tell I'm not voting for that one. Revenge with Money Long, Algorithm Lucky Day, and Coming Home Usher. Any names, any thoughts? Have y'all tapped into R&B this year?
So I have. I'm an R&B head.
Go ahead, give it to us. Then.
But two things. I think Money Long should win. For her album. I mean, the record Make Me Forget is on that. Made for Me is also on that.
Made for Me, I think, is R&B song of the year.
But the only issue is she's been very outspoken against the industry lately, so I also don't think
what she said? What the girl said?
I mean, she this is going to sound like I set this up because of the whole campaign, because she was she
talk
spoke
about Caucasians.
She talked about the YT people. But nah, she was 100% just saying that she would refuse labels requesting her to write soulful songs for Caucasian artists because she didn't feel like they embody what actually it took to produce that.
I'm mad at that.
And so, just I think and again, she came out the tracks of being a songwriter who people weren't really supporting. She got herself on, executed, made hit records, working with Brian Michael Cox, all these amazing things, and continues to speak out against the industry. I don't see you winning
fucks with
something,
that.
but I don't see that I'll be surprised if that wins.
Yeah.
I think another one. I think Chris Brown's album was really good. I still think that he has the black mark of the industry on him, where he.
When are we gonna not let it go? But when do you think he's gonna be back in the good graces, or if he's ever gonna be able to?
I don't think it happens till Hov approve it.
Oh,
Like nah, like
Oh,
but
hello?
I mean are we not aware of that process of even Hov saying me and mine aren't coming if you recognize this person, and since then it's been split.
Got some insider information that
That's
you
not
need to break
public?
down. I don't know.
Okay. I mean, but again, I think that was the hey, who do you want to be against the Carters?
Probably not.
Yeah.
Like, so I just think since then, because if you look at Chris's performance, his music, his delivery, also I hope he wins because I want my homie E to win a Grammy, another one because she got a couple. But you know, all of that, he just performed at the stadium in South Africa for like multiple nights and they went crazy.
Yeah,
Both nights.
he was flying through the air,
and that's not easy to do.
Right.
I would love to see him get a Super Bowl nod. There's a reason he hasn't, and so. Are we going to think that they're going to give him the Grammys? Now, granted, it was funny when he lost last time and to Robert Glasper. What is it, Glasper?
Glasper.
Yeah. He was like,
who the fuck is Robert Glasper?
Yeah, I mean, but I mean, and that was to Robert Glasper. So I mean, he got other options now. So, and not to shade Robert Glasper, good music, but you know, I mean, I think so. With the list you're saying, I mean, I can see Usher getting it.
For that?
No, who else? Again, Lucky
I think
Day.
Lucky Day or Money Long might get it.
Lucky Day, but I haven't listened to all the people, so I really can't say.
And I'm so
Layla
sorry.
Hathaway
I'm
about
so
to
sorry, Layla.
She about to win.
and we gonna have to listen before the next pod clearly because we missed something.
For sure.
But yeah, y'all, that's the little ones that I wanted to pull out for the friends. Some things I've heard Megan Thee Stallion is not on this list. The girls are upset.
Which is, I mean, okay, well, I'm not the girls, but I felt
the people. I'm sorry.
Right.
Inclusivity.
Right.
Inclusivity.
Like, I was upset. No, that Bigger in Texas or like her re-upload.
Did you see the video?
Yeah.
I wish y'all could see the look at him. He said, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
See, it was great.
It's a great video.
It was great. 4K.
Everything's bigger in Texas.
Apparently, I love
it. But nah, cause she got some records on that remix. She got a song with UGK on there, and the Downstairs DJ record. She kind of floated through that joint as well too.
Yeah.
Like
you like
she
that
has,
song?
it's tough. It's tough.
Like
I like she talking shit. I'll fuck with that. Yo, for her to have nothing, like even there's not. I mean, not to
is there a
limit to
female
that's why I was
rap
just
category?
I gotta check.
This ain't the BET Awards. The BET Awards will slice it.
But you know what's funny? Yeah, the funny is like they're going to overcorrect it.
Yeah.
Like I just feel like it's like, oh well, people were looking for her. Let's double down on what that looks like. But I think she deserves some of that recognition.
Facts.
I rock with Megan for a while too. Like,
I love Megan.
I think she's ready of it. But y'all feel like she got snubbed?
I feel like she should have been on the list.
Yeah, I feel like she should have been a nominee for something for sure.
All right, Beyonce swept yet again. She has a total of 99 nominations across her career, 11 in this particular Grammy year. Makes her the most nominated Grammy artist in history.
I don't know why, but as you were mentioning her accolades in '99, I just thought of our last Simone conversation about like when are
you gonna quit?
Like, not even I wanted to quit, like just like what that would look like. How what would it look like for her to walk away? Because you disappear. Like,
that's a type of industry where you really can dictate how long you want to do this.
Because the legends are out here.
Exactly.
And then she could pop back out and do whatever she wants. Beyonce can do whatever she wants, and the people are coming at all. Last point, will Not Like Us get any recognition because it is a diss record? Like, do you think the Grammys are going to honor a song of that caliber? Yeah.
That's a good question.
I personally think Euphoria should have been.
Yes.
Euphoria should have been the Grammy nominated song.
Euphoria should have been the nominated song for best rap performance too.
Yeah.
But which actually, and that does bring us to the thing of qualifications because I don't think we talked about what.
I think Law was gonna say something before that though.
Yeah.
I was just saying for a record like that, it really gets my gears turning because I can't think of a diss record in the past that has been nominated for a Grammy, let alone if it wins. I don't know if it's really gonna get the due credit that it should. I feel like they're gonna go with the culture, and I feel like it is gonna get
something.
Yeah, something. But
it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah,
I would love to see Euphoria instead of Not Like Us sprinkled on this list because that was a gem.
Yeah.
That was actually a better record overall. I do like Euphoria. Not Like Us was a bigger record, of course. And to the point, I guess if that does win though, this might be the most decorated
this record ever.
Oh yeah,
in the history of hip hop.
You got a Grammy off
come on,
disrespecting this man.
Like what?
No, but
on a diss song is crazy.
But you know what this also does in my mind? Again, I love the nuances of hip hop and music. This makes that whole "Don't Make Me Turn You Into a Song" line.
Oh yeah,
a whole nother way. Like, don't make me turn you to a Grammy award winning song.
Wow,
for real.
Like, dog,
exactly.
That man is different. Let's just pause.
That's why you gotta sue.
No,
that's why you gotta sue.
We're taking you to court.
Hey,
all stop.
Hey, buddy. You better stop.
You better stop it.
But just to give you guys some framework, and I guess we have to look into if someone can look up when Meg's album was re-released, because it says that the window of this nomination was September 16, 2023 through October 30th, 2024.
Got you.
So that I don't know if that puts it in the frame. She probably did put it in the time.
What Leon Thomas, man, I hope he
why did he
is
not
that
get
not
R&B?
in is that not
Hold
the
on.
time frame?
I gotta see when his album. Somebody please see when his album came out, because that should be an R&B.
That should be number one.
That would win R&B easily. The fact that that's actually not in there is
I think it was the time frame. I'm gonna have to say.
But yeah. So companies get to register come July
27th.
His problem came out.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's in the window.
You said October, right?
It's September 16th.
October 25th, 2024 for Meg.
Yeah. So yeah, he's good.
Yeah, and Meg's good. So the fact that those
disrespectful.
No, honestly, Leon Thomas is a snub.
Yeah.
I don't know how that is the only R&B album that's like been heavy rotation for me since it's dropped.
It's
out.
great. Y'all need to tap into that. We need to put our own Grammy nominated list together of artists that y'all need to tap into to
the Whammies DC looking at you like, excuse me.
Oh, that's what they do.
That's their whole flow, bar for bar. They are like, excuse me. But
my list is better.
Hey, for sure. I mean, for those who don't know, it is of course there's an eligibility fee. I know words. Shout outs to South Jersey's public school system, held down the block. And the cost can range depending on yourself as a creative, if you're like independent or through a label. Hold on, let me bring up numbers. So members, if you're a member, you have to you pay, I guess, your member dues, and you have courtesy entries like 5, but after that it's $40 per entry to submit yourself to.
Well,
the
let
Grammys.
me pay for Leon Thomas $40. I got that.
I got my man.
I got that. That ain't no problem.
I spent that myself. Yeah,
no
media
problem.
companies is
I
$65.
spend more at Target.
Yo, to be more than a Target run and not get submitted is crazy.
No,
Less than
for real.
yeah, nah, that's a valid point.
Spent $120 at Target yesterday.
But also some other things at the Grammys that popped up too. And shout out to my guy Q. Quinnell hit me. I texted him because I was going to try to call him for the pod to be like, yo, we talking Grammys. Help us sound knowledgeable because we don't know what best rap performance is.
Obviously, we were struggling. J-Lo over here got us.
Right.
I don't know. Why would you ask
This is
that?
why we should have had a prep call.
Did you look it up, nigga? What were you doing last night?
Hey, you on script?
Nobody asked you that.
Didn't we just meet?
Right. You were talking about nothing.
Right. But a couple things that he hit me with. One, Kirk Franklin to receive Black Music Icon Award at 2025.
I didn't say nothing. I ain't say nothing. I just think it's weird. That the gospel singers are going on tour for fee. Like, I thought church was free.
He can't eat.
Church was free.
See, and that's the problem with the Black
the Lord
community.
was everywhere for free.
Dog.
Why
See,
am I paying for Kirk Franklin's
talent,
mansion?
Look, let me tell you, as a son of a pastor, all right, we gotta eat.
Lord,
Kids gotta eat too.
How much a pastor fee to come out?
No,
Huh?
No, but you know what? So transparency and I guess triggers. Because like honestly, like my parents were always good. They would do stuff for free. Like we need food.
Yeah.
Like, forget just giving
You need
your
to be the
time.
next Kirk Franklin.
Like,
You need to get
clearly, I mean, again, but I will say, stepping back, Black Music Icon Award. I think Kirk Franklin has been very impactful in the Black music community. I think he is like for a lot of millennials the one avenue that felt safe getting into gospel music or felt fun. You know?
Oh yeah, he definitely made gospel music fun.
Yeah,
Him and Fred Hammond.
Yeah, so I think considering something like that, I mean, I'm surprised that they are actually recognizing gospel.
I mean, are they going to do it on camera?
So this is going to be like some Recording Academy honor
right.
Yeah.
Like this is going to be the rooms, handshakes, and photo opportunities.
Not on stage.
Yeah. And one caveat we did not give. Because respectfully, the fires are taking place in LA, and so there's a chance that it might be postponed. If that does, how do we feel about that, friends?
I mean, I feel like that's respectable.
Yeah.
Either I read that either there's going to be a benefit concert type of thing, not a concert, a benefit award show, or they're just going to cancel it. I think either way, whatever they choose, it'll be honoring the devastation that has happened. Yeah,
I think it would be cool to not postpone it if everything's safe and to bring light to what's happening. I think more recognition is always better from that standpoint.
Yeah, remember not back in the day, but I feel like again during Hurricane Katrina, they had like a number where you can call and donate while the award show was happening, and I think it's something to be done there. But of course, whatever. Because I'm sure some of those artists lost everything. Masego, not to say that he's nominated, but he posted that he lost his home. So I'm sure a lot of artists lost a lot. So yeah.
For sure.
Nah, yeah. I mean, I think that's like you both said. Whatever's done. Can't be upset about it. Like there's a board of people. I hope that they are really considering all the ways of impact they can make, because it's also a heavy lift as a business or award show to be the first after something. Because it's like,
what do you say?
How do you bring awareness to it, and what does that look like? So I think like you said, maybe benefit concert is also cool to that.
Yeah.
I think of this, and I always keep it like now when I hear Grammy nights, I just think of the Quincy Jones and like just like getting people together in one night. I could just like again thinking of, hey, how can we do something of impact? Like, we all got plans to be in LA here. Like, what can we do? Not creating another We Are the World.
We Are the World.
Like, nah, I don't need Drake coming down for the We Are the World.
Yeah, is Drake invited to the Grammys?
I would think so.
Not like us is a record on there.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
If he wins, what you go? I'm cutting right to Drake.
Exactly right.
Camera 4, load up
For sure.
as soon as it's
Just
nominated, we're not even showing Kendrick, showing him.
They not like that.
And then something else that the Grammys has going on. They are, and we can talk a little bit about the posthumous, life of artists, because they are providing Prince, The Clash, Frankie Beverly, and more. And
it better be Quincy Jones. I'm surprised he's not on the list.
Quincy, let me see what more means.
Yeah.
But they're supposed to be nominated for, or not nominated. They're going to receive Lifetime Achievement Grammys.
Nice.
How do we feel about recognition
after you're dead? Great.
I mean, it's cool. I'm always a proponent of give me my flowers while I'm here, but
especially like Prince, like he like.
I know Prince won some Grammys. He ain't win nothing before.
I mean, you're not saying he didn't.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying like. He could get a lifetime while alive.
And he been dead, too.
Yeah.
Right. Why he in this draft pick?
No, facts. And I know it's I hate to be insensitive, but like you have an award that comes once a year. It's multiple people that pass, so it's like, who do you choose as well?
Yeah.
So I get it.
I feel like a lot of niggas died this year. 24, they got out of here.
So I think it's one of those things where I guess you got to pick and choose. But please give me my flowers while I'm here.
Yeah.
It helps for the legacy, though, because I feel like it's a lot of people that watch the Grammys that probably don't even know who Frankie Beverly is. Amazes. You know what I mean? So
that
for sure.
That is interesting because Frankie just passed.
Exactly.
For him and Prince to again.
Right.
Like, I don't know how that came.
No. I was saying, how do we even get here?
That just feels like. Did they look through the law like, wait, never get Prince one? Like someone like, I know that ain't what I think it is. Like, you got to be inside the corporate rooms. Like, how this the first time?
Right. How this?
But I do think I'm with Law. Like, all that's cool, but I'll never know.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, families Sure, maybe like for the family, but that's even if they want to be still in the spotlight beyond what you've done. Like they might be trying to navigate on their own, and here you are bringing up that.
Exactly.
Like,
They ain't asked you for
I
this.
ain't trying to go to the Grammy in my
now
dress.
you're getting a phone call to come out to be
Exactly.
recognized and honored, and you got to
Right.
stand up and keep like that's a lot.
It is,
So
yeah.
I mean, just shout me out while I'm here. You know,
Keep it moving.
I'm around. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. But this does bring me in. I know we didn't prep for this on the topic, but speaking of posthumous, Mac Miller album. I don't know if that's come out already or in time, but how do we feel about just artists' work being released after?
I feel like because they just found like some Michael Jackson ones, like
Oh, really?
songs too. Yeah,
Wow.
not to say that they're gonna release it, but I mean,
Did they find them or is it AI? I'm sick of this.
Oh Lord.
That's a good point, too.
I'm sorry.
I hope it's really his records, but at the same
Yeah.
time, it's just like, as an artist, I would be mortified unless it's somewhere I written it down in my will. Release this if this happens. Yeah, just don't put my stuff out there. If I didn't put it out, it was for a reason. But people are so thirsty for any new content. It's like, oh, we found this in the back on the hard drive. Let's put it out.
I think from the artist perspective, I agree with you. But from the fans, I love it when it's not directly after somebody passed. I think they came out with a Rich Homie Quan album.
That's
Right,
creepy,
The Weeknd.
yeah.
The
like
Weeknd.
The weekend he passed.
Like
Yeah,
it was
kind of too soon. I'm like, come on now. But something like the Mac Miller, I'm like, damn, it's kind of refreshing. You know what I mean?
I haven't heard anything new in a while.
Yeah, so it's like
That's a good
it
point.
brings you back to those old times. I can really appreciate that, but I've hopefully it's respectful in terms of who's
Something
making
he
the
signed
decision.
off, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I saw the album be tweeted out by Karen Civil, and so that by itself lets me know this is the team that's a part of it. 'Cause Karen was really heavy with, just him with the blog. Yo, honestly, if you're not aware of Karen Civil from the blog era, just
Yeah.
as a industry powerhouse, she was one who was in the trenches for real. So I think that it can be done tastefully.
Yeah.
I think to your point, there should be a couple things. It should be grace in the process of like, yo, let people grieve what you already have. Like,
Yep.
like to the Rich Homie point, let us go through his collection first, because you're giving me new music that he's not even going to be able to tour, that he might not even have wanted to have out, because clearly it was already done in this time period and he didn't release it. So like, you haven't given that any grace. For myself, I think of my own creative like brain and what I have in the tuck, because it's a lot of things that it's like, dang, this had intention of being able to sustain other creators, being able to sustain people. And I think this brings up a good conversation that as creators, regardless of where you are in your journey, just thinking of your estate, like who has control over the art that you make when you're not here too.
Yeah.
Because that was a big thing for Prince's estate, was how many people were trying to pick at it. So much so Jay-Z done put it in like a whole bunch of raps himself in terms of how they try to, move with Prince's estate and what that looks like. So I think that artists should have transparent conversations with people around them. Like, yo, hey, if anything happens to me regarding my art, this is what I would
Put
like
it in
to have.
writing.
Like, and put it in white writing. Like, voice noted. Make them nowadays. Just set up your iPhone and do like, yo, this is what I want with my art when I'm going type thing. Whatever
Yeah.
that looks like, I think you could consider it.
Yeah.
Well, not to get too dark, but
Right.
I mean, hey, we writing will and testaments now.
while you're at it, getting
Christ.
shorts.
Exactly.
Sheesh.
But nah, I think I think it's a about time thing for the Prince and the Grammys. I'm glad that they are doing Frankie though, like right away. Like Frankie deserves it.
For sure.
Frankie's
Hopefully.
a cookout legend.
Yeah.
I'd be interested. Hopefully, it's like some. Now I'm thinking about BET Awards when they used to do like tributes and shit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Bro, I promise.
I miss those days.
Yeah, I also miss like guessing like who do they going to bring in,
Who
or
is
like
gonna-
who going to be
Yeah.
for the tribute,
Oh my
because there'd be
God, when they did
submissives.
Usher last year, was that the BET Awards? When Usher and it was the all women and it was like,
Oh,
that
yeah.
was one of those. That was one of
Oh,
those.
yeah.
oh, it pissed me off so bad.
That was one of those y'all trying to
Oh
lead into
my
what the coach is
God.
asking for.
Summer
but
Walker,
deliver.
Chloe Bailey, like who the fuck was Fantasia? Not was she busy?
I forgot about that.
That was
How
terrible.
the fuck did they do that?
That was so terrible.
I'm sorry, Usher. You deserve better.
You
and
deserve
your
better
cherries.
flowers. You finally, here we talk about
the
being
fuck?
recognized.
Right.
That's funny. Any other thoughts, friends, in general?
No, I'm good.
Yeah. I'm good
Yeah.
too.
Are we overall rating the Grammy nominations? Do we feel? I think we high levelly thought like, how do we feel about it? But what are you rating the Grammy
maybe-
nominations so far?
Maybe we do recommend it. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I mean, I'm with whatever.
Yeah.
Because I don't have a rate for it just yet. I think once I'm
Okay,
watching,
all
I'll
right,
have a
back. Anyway, so we love to end the pod with resources. things that you can take with you to better your life, friends. Today, I have, me personally, it's a newsletter. Phil Lewis, if you are ever on Black Twitter, you know he is our resident news reporter, and this amazing journalist also has a newsletter that's filled with whatever he's reading. So be sure to tap in with him. We'll put the link in the description about the newsletter where you can subscribe, but I love it because it's what he is reading, and some of the articles are super insightful. So yeah.
Nice.
Shout out to him too. He was just in the Power 40.
Yes, he
Black Enterprise.
was. Yeah.
So, yeah, shout out to
Phil.
him.
Phil's been doing it for a minute too, and he's definitely a trusted voice on what has become a hellscape on Twitter. But yeah, tap in with him.
I find it funny how like literally every black person on Twitter or every cultural person like looks at him as like the go-to news. Until Phil drop it, it ain't happening. Like,
it didn't exist.
No, facts. I'll go next. So my next one is called Skip. It's basically a platform that provides business grants and funding for your small business. Actually, my cousin put me on last week for it, and it's great because it has a paid version where it helps you apply for the grants, gives you suggestions, can actually rate what your grant writing looks like in terms of what you need to improve. But even if you don't use the paid version, it's a free version as well. They give you so many opportunities. It's not just for creatives, it's for businesses across all boards. So Skip.
Oh, that's tough.
Jesus, that nigga dope.
We need to
put, you know
I'm in
what?
the field.
It's
I'm
gonna
in
be
the
just a
field.
whole compilation of J-Law's resources, because I swear, I'm like, it's going.
Hey, look, January, we're going to drop J-Law's resources
Yes!
for
Oh
sure.
my God, that's so dope. Thank you for that.
It's definitely a good one.
I don't want to go.
You about to say Wikipedia. What you got?
Ask G's.
Actually, it's ChatGPT.
I have another community resource because I'm big on like finding organizations that you can tap into as a creative or find your way. I actually should have made United Masters this one instead of last week's episode because of the Grammys. That would have been smooth, but
Yeah.
here we are. I'm gonna go with NAMIC. It's actual NAMIC, which is a National Association for Multi-Ethnicity and Communications, and it pushes to excel diverse workforce and inclusivity. In terms of just some of the corporations that it works with, it's from ESPN, Comcast, TV One, all sorts of kind of people in the communication space, and it's like a resource career advancement and professional network references. Great, has 18 chapters nationwide. I was VP on the DMV board last year for Capital Area. So, this year I might be just moving more in a different supportive role, but I love what they do and what they represent because they have a conference annually in New York. And I talked about it on one of the previous pods. And I mean, just to be in a room where you're seeing like SVP powerhouses that look like you or might go through similar journey, it's really powerful. So
That's so
I like the community of it, and there are local chapters. There's some in again, we have a DMV chapter, Philly, Atlanta, LA, and the continued supports of that community as well. So yeah, just want to shout them out.
I love it.
Look at us. Them resources are good, y'all. I'm so proud
for
of us.
real.
That's so dope. Well, we're going to wrap up this episode of Creatively Speaking. We thank you all so much for tapping in with us, and we'll see y'all next week. But before that, Cook, where can the people find us?
Be sure to like and subscribe or follow us on all platforms at CTLN_network as we continue to channel creativity. Bye.
Bye. See y'all next time.
Until next time.